How y'all doing this morning? I hope you guys are having a fabulous Wednesday. My day is going pretty good so far. I did get some rest last night, but anyways, just love y'all. Just wanted to pop in and tell y'all a little story about the time that I was talking to this guy or whatever, and he was stealing my energy and giving me his energy, and how crazy it was. So the first time I discarded the narc that I was recently dating here or whatever, Mr. Crazy Narc. When I discarded him the first time for, he was like in the middle of a conversation, like they so random, I tell you, just random for no reason, just be dropping stuff down on you. It's like we in the middle of having a conversation and we was talking about something and he hollers out, you know what I'm saying, because we just friends. How the heck we friends, sir? And I'm your whole girlfriend here. You getting ready to move here to Georgia because at this time, this is when I had came to Georgia because he was like, we're not breaking up. You're just going to Georgia to find us a place and then I'm coming to join you. So we're there. And so in the middle of this, you holler about, in the middle of a conversation, start telling me about this woman he been talking to or whatever. And then he says to me, because we're just friends. And I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, when he was telling me about the woman, I'm like, well, what are we then? And he was like, friends with benefits. I said, oh, no, we're not. I didn't sign up for this. I said, what you mean, friends with benefits or whatever? So that's what prompted me to go ahead and walk away from him and discard him for the first time or whatever. And so when that happened, now we separate or whatever because he didn't give me no pushback on me saying, well, you know what? I think that you do you, I'm going to do me, and I'm going to move on, close this chapter right here. I'm going to lock this door, and I'm not going to open it again. So the only thing he said back to me was, enjoy. He said, I hope you enjoy your life and be safe. That was all he said, okay? So after that, hadn't talked to him until 6 months. That ended and stayed dead for like 6 months. So then, after that happened in December. By January, I was talking to a different dude or whatever, and was just trying to get to know him or whatever, and we was feeling each other. Now, the guy was straight up saying that he don't want to have no relationship or whatever. He just looking for a friend that could possibly turn into more. And so me, on the other hand, looking for a relationship, I know I should have sat back and healed. But that's not how I was rolling then. I was rolling like, okay, instead of sitting here and sobbing over this man, I'm going to move it to somebody else's arms because I ain't got time to deal with going through these different cycles of the emotions, basically. So me, I was the type who would just run and get somebody else instead of dealing with the pain. I dealt with it in my own way, but I still had somebody else to feel that time that I was, used to giving to the last person I was dating or whatever. But y'all know how they go because we all done that, and if you haven't, that's you great, you wonderful. You got great healing skills, and I want to be like you when I get older, okay? So, I run and start talking to this guy or whatever, and he's just like, I want to be friends, and I possibly do want more if we feeling each other and the connection is there, we can move into something, okay? So he just looking for a friend that could possibly lead to more. I'm looking for my man, my future husband, and I'm gonna act accordingly to what I'm looking for, and he's gonna act accordingly to what he's looking for. So it ain't no secret between the both of us that I want a relationship and I'm looking for something long term, something that could possibly turn into marriage. And to me, it ain't no secret that he just want a friend that could possibly lead to more, but not rushing into anything. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So he put that out there, and he was like, I'm telling you, I just want a friend, and if we feeling each other, then we gonna make it do what it do. So we get that on situated or whatever. And so, yes, I met him off of POF. So go ahead and we exchanged numbers and we set up a meet and greet. Okay? So we talked for a good month over the phone, and then we finally met face to face because the connection was good over the phone. And so, you know what I'm saying, like I told y'all, I had all of these crazy run-ins with the dating, the website, internet dating or whatever. And so I'm still kind of skeptical, but I ain't gonna lie, brother was fine. He was fine to me. You know what I'm saying? I liked his swag. He was just cool. He was just, I don't know, I was feeling him like that or whatever. And so he was feeling me like that too. So it was mutual, but it was still games being played on his end, not mine. So now we come to the meet and greet. We meet. He like what he see in person. I like what I see in person. And we had a good time. We just connected. We sat there. We joked. It felt like we knew each other, you know, for a very long time. And so it was cool. The feelings were mutual with the both of us. But Mr. I just want a friend. And if it's, the connection is good, then possibly more. But we leaning more to the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? But now after we done met for the first time, now you want to see me every day. As if we can't see each other every day, we on the phone all day. While he at work, while I'm at work. If I'm off, when he get off, he coming to get me and I'm going to his place or whatever. We just, after that first day, we didn't stop seeing each other. And then here he is, he carrying on like he my man. So I'm carrying on like he my man too. Because I'm, like I said, I'm not going to switch up what it is that I'm looking for. And I'm going to act accordingly. And he going to act accordingly to how he, you know what I'm saying, what he looking for. So it is what it is. So at the end of the day, I'm not mad at him. Because he did put it out there. But you still kind of, you was fighting it. You wanted it. But I guess you was trying to see how long you can keep me in the friend zone or whatever. But either way, it wasn't working out like that anyhow. So now we getting serious. Because now we're spending time with each other every single day. When he get off work and I'm at work, he coming up to my job. Sit with me at my job or whatever. And now we're making plans. We're going places. My son's with us. Everything. And we just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a friend. And so I'm letting him ride with the friend thing, but you sit here acting like you're my man, so I'm gonna act accordingly. So now it's time passing on. Now the real him is starting to come out. And so the real him is a very, I ain't gonna say insecure, but he is very depressed. Got some mental issues. Take medicine for it. I find that out later on or whatever. And that'll come back into the story too. He got a lot of childhood trauma. But the only thing with him though is that he wasn't hiding his stuff. The narc that I was with recently, he ain't opening up about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this one here, he put everything out on the table. Because in a way, it was like I don't know if he was trying to run me away or if he was just trying to see like, okay, how much can I tell her before she actually dip out and not want to, you know, deal with me or want to like me or something like that. And so what I was thinking, because, you know, I was a little naive, I'm just, you know, I ain't judging nobody. I got baggage. You got baggage. I ain't gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna treat me right, I'll treat you right. Let's help each other get through whatever it is that's ailing us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he starts, you know, throwing things my way or whatever, and it ain't making me buckle. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing that he's saying to me, making me be like, I still don't, I don't like you now because you said that. No. And then this one here, he would cry. He showed emotions. He showed me emotions. He was giving me stuff that the narc before him was not giving me, and so I felt deprived of those things. And so once I started getting them back, you girl going head first, because I'm like, oh man, this is all I want. I just wanted somebody to compliment me, show me the same kind of love that I'm showing them and everything. And that's what he was doing, even though he was saying he just want to be friends or whatever. But on the flip side, he also, like, one day will be like, you know what, I know you're an awesome woman, and I know I can make you happy. He's like, but I just don't have, he was like, I'm stuck in certain places or whatever. And then he'd be like, but if I give you my heart, you promise not to hurt me, and this, and I think about that junk now, it's crazy. And it was a setup. I see the setup now, but I didn't see it then. But you know what I'm saying? I went in at my own risk. That we just gonna be honest about that. I went in at my own risk. You gonna try to get me to veer over to the friend side, and I'm gonna try to veer you over here to the come on, let me love you side, because that's what my goal was. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna play his part, and I'm gonna play my part. So showing my love and showing you that if you give me your heart, baby, your heart's safe with me. I got you. I won't hurt you. I promise you. I won't do all the things that the other women did to you. I'm going to show you that there's somebody out here who can really love you like you need to be loved. You know what I'm saying? He was playing it all to the T, because, like, he was getting it, but then he'll, like, snatch away. Like, yeah, I think that we should go ahead and be a couple. Now I get all excited because I'm like, okay, it worked. You know what I'm saying? He finally broke. Like, I felt like Steve Urkel and Laura. Like, I'm weighing you down, baby. I'm weighing you down. You know what I'm saying? So he would get me to those moments a lot where I felt like I'm wearing him down, and then he'll have this wall up, and then it's like I can't get over it. I can't pull it down. I can't take it out brick by brick or nothing like that. But I see him feeling me really, really hard. He feeling me just like I'm feeling him. But he will not. He ain't buckling. He pretend like he is, but he ain't buckling. He like, man, I know women like you will hurt me and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, man, stop playing. We've been dealing with each other every single day. And so now, after he done did the pull and the push and the pull thing with me now he's starting to go into all of these depressing stories and stuff. And so really what I was the happy-go-lucky energy, the loving feeling energy that he needed to keep thriving. Because in the inside of him, he didn't have no... Okay, I'm going to say he loved himself, but portrayed himself not to love himself to me. The man's swag was on fleek. He dressed very nice. He spent his money on he loved expensive things, and I'm talking about, y'all. Let's see why. I'm gonna keep rolling with the story, because it's a lot to this one too. I don't know. I might have to take a break and come back to it after I get off work or whatever. But just stick with me. So he liked expensive things. We'll come back to that later on in the story. So I'm gonna say he loved himself. Sorry guys, my phone is ringing. Sorry about that, y'all. The telephone was ringing. My job was calling me in. So, where I left off at. So, one minute he, I was saying that he liked expensive things, and so he dressed well. He had nice things, you know what I'm saying? And he was trying to put me on to nice things and things like that, but he was hurt from previous relationships, childhood things. I didn't know that he didn't like the bond that he had. He don't like the fact that he lost the bond he had with his mom when he was younger. Now they don't communicate so much and all this stuff. And so, just made everything sound like it was so sad. And so what he was giving me in the beginning was a cover-up. I'm thinking he's this happy-go-lucky person just like me. And then all of a sudden, boom, all this dark sadness stuff comes down. And so now, from this point, now that he's telling me what's going on in the inside of him, now it's like, okay, every time I leave around you now, I'm feeling different. It's like he take my energy and then he run off with my energy and then leave me with his, because then now I'm not so happy no more. Now I'm feeling all depressed and I'm feeling all these crazy feelings in the inside of me because what he just dropped on me. And so now I'm sitting here thinking about, how could a person do a child like that? How could this, you know what I'm saying? He was just, once he dropped the ball, he was taking my energy, but I couldn't leave him alone. I couldn't stop going around him. And he stayed coming around. So, and mind you, at the time, like I said, now I'm fresh out of the relationship with the narc or whatever. And so now he's starting the verbal abuse. And so I don't know why I couldn't take him serious. I just couldn't take him serious at all. So like, he would do this thing like, if I'm, say he's at work, whenever we're not with each other. So that means if he's at work and I'm home until it's time for me to go to work, he at work pouting the whole time because he want to be back under me or whatever. And so, like I said, we're acting like we're a couple. So we're cuddling, we're doing all this stuff that couples do. But to him, we're just friends. To me, he my man. You know what I'm saying? It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. But that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? So he's sitting here and he's going through the motions because he at work. Sir, you gotta go to work. You gotta do your job. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be right here. So when you get off work, I'm gonna be at work. All you gotta do is come up to my job. So there's no need for you to freak out, no nothing, to be feeling how you feeling, you know what I'm saying? So he'll get to these places where he'll be like, you know what? You don't have to call me no more. He was like, I think I'm gonna just go home after I get off work because I'm not in a good place tonight and I don't feel like any company. And I know you lying. I know you lying. Because we do this every night. This ain't nothing different. Why you want to do something different now? So, you know, I'm trying to talk him out of it or whatever. And because at this moment, I'm still not realizing that this man is sucking my energy dry. I'm just enjoying the company. He is great company to me or whatnot. And it felt good to be around him and stuff. And so I didn't mind being around him. Excuse me. Throat got dry. I ain't mean to get the ice out of there, but baby, I love ice. So he doing all this nonsense acting because he's at work and he can't see me and he wanna be around me right now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, chill out, you know, I'm trying to talk him through it. And so in the midst of me trying to talk him through it and, you know, give him any peace and good vibes and, you know, you ain't got to fret, because as soon as you get off work, you're gonna come up here to my job and then you're gonna come back after you get off work, you coming up to the job, and when I get off work, I'm coming over to your house. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't changed my plans. I'm still coming. So he gets to going off the deep end, and, you know, now he talking crazy, telling me, oh, you must be the police or something. Like, I don't know, maybe he got into it with somebody else on the other end, and like the other narc, turn around and take it out on me. And I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't even know what you're mad for. The last time we talked, we had a good conversation. So who you talk to after me, I don't know, but you need to go take that up with them and stop coming for me. So he was just going on and on and on and on. And so I was like, you know what? You're right. I think we should not see each other tonight or whatever. So when I say that, and he's like, no, 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 no. I was just playing. I'm sorry. I was just tripping. I got a lot going on, and you know, so I feel like people watching me, this, that, and the third, and I'm just like, well, don't take it out on me. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about it, that's fine, but don't come for me like that. So it got that way pretty fast or whatever, but he would, you know, he would be there, he would be on 10, and then he'll drop back down to a 1, and then he'd just be like, no, Shalissa, don't do that. Don't. I'm just playing. I really want to see you, and this, that, and that. And so it begins a chase. I'm chasing him, he chasing me, and that's how it was. And so it was like, because now when I'm thinking about it, maybe he was, you know, the reason he would get so upset when he was away from me is because the energy that I was giving him, he couldn't make it up on his own. And so he needed to be back under me to soak up all of mine and give me whatever it is that he feeling inside of him, because he found that a scapegoat, if that's the word or whatever. But I'm telling you, this man stayed around me all the time, except for when he had to go to work. And if I was at work, when he got off, he came to my job, stole a little energy from there, and then just every day that we chilled with each other, he was taking my energy. And so one night, now we further in, because the narc that I discarded stayed away for 6 months. So me and him dealt with each other all the way up until the narc came back in. You know what I'm saying? So in that 6 months, we had a hell of a good time, and we had a hell of a ride with his emotions and different antics that he was doing and different things. Just it was getting weird and crazy, but you know me. That's why you gotta heal, y'all. That's why you can't just jump into something else, because then all you do is you just take all that stuff over to the next relationship, and the things that were not good, you're making them okay, because you will see it, the same thing in the next relationship, and it just goes over your head because now you're used to it. And so it's like, well, this is normal, so I ain't gonna trip about that. I'm gonna just let that go ahead and slide and throw that under the rug like I did all the rest of the stuff. But we shouldn't move like that. That ain't did nothing for me but gave me more damage on top of damage, because I was healing, but not in the proper way. You can't get with somebody else to think that they're gonna heal everything that you've been through. You got to heal some of those things yourself, and then somebody else can come in and add to the healing that you've already started. But you can't solely depend on them to give you the healing that you need. And that's what I was doing. My father wasn't in my life. So, hey, I don't even know. My dad might be the same kind of man that I've been dating, because my dad did a whole lot of discarding too in my childhood and now in my adulthood. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to this. I'm used to men leaving and walking out of my life and then just pop back up whenever they want to. This is normal for me. But I'm trying now to not make this a normal thing, because it's unhealthy. It really is. It's real unhealthy. And I still don't have a relationship with my dad right now to this day, and I stay in the same town as he do. Think I'm going to get on the phone and be like, Dad, I got this man problem. Let me talk to you about it. No. Okay. Bye. That's the kind of relationship we got. So, I'm used to this. This is normal to me to put up with the foolishness that I have been putting up with all of these years in my dating life. Now here I am in my adulthood trying to go back and retract and fix those things now, because it's really ridiculous to sit here and keep letting people walk all over me and play with my feelings, play with my heart, and just keep handing people my heart. I got to be more careful with my own heart versus trying to wait for somebody else to be careful with it, because ain't nobody going to love your heart the way that you do. You got to nurture your own heart. And so that's where I'm at in life right now, is learning to love myself first. So that way when God does send my husband, baby, I ain't depending on you to love me. I already love me enough for the both of us. I heard that in the song the other day. I love me enough for the both of us. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And that's where I'm trying to stay at. I don't want to be so hardened up that I can't allow somebody to love me. But I just want you to know that I don't need you to love me to make me thrive. I'm going to thrive on my own because I love me for the both of us. But we're not going to disrespect me. We're going to respect each other and show the same kind of love. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies or men who, if you're a man, you didn't have your mom in your life, your mom came in and out of your life too, and you don't properly know how to, you don't know the proper way that a woman should love you, we gotta love ourselves. And to the women who don't have dads, or they had dads walking in and out of their life, we learned from them that it was okay for a man to keep coming in and out of our lives. We gotta change that thing up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta change it up so we can be better, because we can't blame our parents for the things that we got going on now in our adulthoods. We gotta make a choice to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So I'll come back with some more of this story because it's almost that time for me to go back to work. I love you guys, and like I say, fall in love with yourself every day, whether it's a little bit at a time, one day at a time, just as long as you fall in love with yourself, because you are worth it and you deserve it. And I love you. Mwah. Have a good day.